Me again?
Wow, recorded.
It's just your voice, honey. I'm just taping the ceiling.
Okay. So basically, it's like if I close my eyes, like I can see it now. It's not like you would know it's there, and it's not like a regular eyeball, or like I'm looking in your eyes right now. Like it's regular eyes, you know. Like I could actually see it's an eyeball. But like if you close your eyes, and you actually focus, you know it's there, but it's like okay.
It's okay.
It's the form. Like when I close my eyes, it's like I could see.
Just say it, honey. There's something going on right now, you know, and it's going to be really helpful just to talk about it.
Okay, like if I can't describe it because you would just have to know. Like you know it's there. Like if I close my eyes right now, I know it's there. Like I'm staring right at it.
But you can't tell what color the eye is?
No. Just know it's an eye.
Wow.
It's I don't focus too much into it because I feel like I tend to focus. I'm gonna be in another space. I'm not ready for that space right now. Like I don't be able to like really focus and get into it, but I just said don't do it. Don't do it.
There's people who are focusing on the eye and getting into it?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Alright, if you know the rapper Trippie Redd, his new album.
No, not yet. I don't. Well, look
Love Letter 2-3, Trippie Redd. He's a new artist. But I keep playing his music over and over again. And he always talks about the third eye or he's awoken or stuff like that. And there was this one music video called Tropicana that I kept replaying. And all of them had like an eye on their head. Like,
I know what you mean. What I'm doing is asking you about your experience and what's happening with you in the eye, with the youth and what's happening.
that is part of the youth. That's what we listen to.
I know. So I'm asking you about your experience because this is coming online. Like it's just natural for you, right? It's just happening.
It just recently started happening. That's maybe why I can't.
How long?
Like a week or so.
But do you know other people that listen to the music that it's happening to?
No.
Or is it just happening in general to people?
I don't really speak about it. Like I don't get into deep conversations like that with people. Like, I feel like people think I'm crazy when I bring it up because people aren't aware.
They are.
Of what's going on.
They're not, or they are.
They're not. Like you could just tell by the way a person approaches you or how you connect with them. Like, and then there'll be the people that think they're aware they're not. So they'll try to correct you on what you're actually trying to speak about. So it's just like people have like their own thing that's going on with them and how they're awakening. How I'm awakening is not the same how another person is. So a person could say they're awakened, but then you have a discussion with them and they're just clueless.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't feel like, I don't know.
Baby, I'm asking you about what you're seeing. How do you feel? What does it feel like in your body? Is your body going through any different changes?
I mean, my hair was growing pretty fast. Like just last December or November, I couldn't even put my hair in a ponytail. But now, like 2 months later, 3 months later, here we are. I could put my hair in a ponytail.
And when you close your eyes, you were telling me about how it started with when you started seeing the eye, going to sleep.
Well, I don't think I really experienced much going to sleep with that. It'll just like regularly happen. Oh, I think like the other day, I was laying down, and I turned my head because like I just like closed my eyes because I was ready to take a nap, like usual, and that's when it started happening. I was like, what the heck? What was that? was weird. What is that? But then after a while, I was just calm about it. I was like, okay, it's actually happening. I'm not pretending I'm seeing this. Then I'm playing Trippy Red, and he's talking about the third eye, and I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, it was just very weird. And if you listen to Trippy Red album, you will understand. That's the music you hear me playing in the morning time. It's like, who is that?
Mm-hmm.
His voice is very unique. It's very different. Yeah.
You like Kodak Black too.
Oh yeah, Kodak. He is very good wordplay. Yeah.
Alright, because I'm asking you because
I just started getting into him too. I was playing Trippy Red as a Kodak Black. I guess, because I don't know why, but like YouTube, when I play a song over and over again, they'll start putting the entire album there because I listen to the entire album because you put it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
When I click on 50 videos, they'll put in whatever videos they feel like they would have put in to the playlist that they know you play all the time, so it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll put like one Kodak Black song in, and then randomly put on Blueface, you know, just rappers. Yeah. But I think Call Up My Spirit is one song that's out from him. Kodak Black. Yeah.
Calling My Spirit.
Yeah.
So you know that I've been into all this stuff, seeing eye and all that things for a long time.
Yeah.
With the energies and stuff. But what I find very interesting is that other people are just coming online. There's something else going on right now.
Yeah.
Like you were saying. It's different for everybody and everybody's having a different experience. And I think that is so weird.
I'm really good at people's vibes. Like, I could tell very instantly when I walk into a room. Like, I don't know, like, that's probably why I'm very social. Like, I am a social person, but I'm very laid back. I'm very to myself because I have too many feelings. You know, you get very overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about myself. Like, the less people, the more I can just channel out everything. I can just go through the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, all right, like in math class, there's a group of girls that, you know, they're very to themselves. You know, you can feel the energy. They don't want nobody around them, like the little clique they're in. You know? And one of their friends are very social, kind of. So I'm cool with her. I'm cool with Denasia. So I kind of swing my way and say hello. Say hi to the girl. Say I like her hair. Stuff like that. Just to be positive. But she's very, like, you know, she ain't letting it happen. She ain't letting the friendship happen. You know, she's just very negative, rude.
Mm-hmm.
She's also friends with the girls that, you know, I don't really mess with. But I don't know. Vibes like kind of like that. Like, I know where I don't belong. I know that I'm not going to click with them immediately as soon as I see them. You know, first impressions are important to me because I could tell, like, because I know my first impression towards people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know when I don't mess with somebody, how I feel, how I don't feel, what I care, what I don't care, how another person would react to me and stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, I feel the vibes.
So, how long has this thing been going on with the eye?
Maybe like a week or so, or like last week or so. This would start happening, but
So
now going into this week.
Automatically, when you shut your eyes, now you can see it.
Yeah.
And you feel like if you concentrate on it, it will take you somewhere, or you're gonna go into some other
It's
space.
like something's going forward, kind of. Like, I don't know, like if I flash, it's like, I'm not getting into it, but it's like another space that, like if I focus enough, I can get into it, like meditation and stuff like that, but I just don't.
Is it scary?
It's for me, right, because of like, I'm trying to fix certain things now. It's just like, I'll get into that when I can handle it and process.
Right. You have a lot of spiritual work and stuff to do.
Yeah. So
and that's not a place to go. Like, is there a feeling like if you go there, you'll be consumed by the work you didn't do?
Yeah. I don't know, like maybe, like, I don't know. I just feel like
you know you need to fix some stuff.
Yeah. Before I could like, but then again, I kind of just like, I'm a person that likes to take risks. Like, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens, and just go with the flow type of person.
You know better with the space, though, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
That's why we
And
need
then
to talk.
a lot of people now, like, someone brought up politics today. I'm just like, that was a very good conversation that just popped up out of nowhere. A lot of people are starting to compensate because now the government's getting shut down. People are quitting. People at the airport now, the airport, they're not getting their checks. So a lot of people are calling in sick. People are not showing up into work. And that's a big security issue. Security guards are starting to not want to work because they don't get paid as much. So, you know, they don't care. And they're not getting their paycheck. They're not working. That's just how society is. So now people are starting to get angry. And that's the big security issues because you got terrorists and people who are upset. People not getting their paycheck money. You got security guards quitting, airport people quitting, people that care about their money. Because when people don't get paid, they start to not care about the rules and kind of slack off certain stuff. And, you know, Trump shutting down the government. What?
Can I show you? You look cute.
Nah.
Okay, okay.
And Trump shutting down the government, you know, people are upset they're not getting their money. Some people are very high support Trump supporters who say we're still going to work. We understand it's a security issue. But then people expose certain things, like you got the Secret Service popping up on people's doors with conspiracy theories of because they feel like now Trump's, you know, is in danger because people are speaking their minds about Trump. Someone today I saw a post saying the movie Get Out, they put two big phrases together when people started getting aware, like the drama in Get Out, the movie, where they put on the flashlight of the camera and the guy, the flashing light triggered the guy to where he said, get out, get out, get out. And the white people took him back into the room, you know, trying to put the spell back onto him so that he'll stay in tune with the rest of the society that they have of their own after they have bit him off. And then the other woman said, us. And then later on, some guy was running really, really fast. Yeah, and all the crazy stuff started happening. But they said, get out us, as in get out US. And they got Trump shut down the government. So put these conspiracies together. They're kind of funny. Someone said, oh, Trump is trying to build a very closed off foundation. So like anything that goes on in the US stays in the US. But they got the borders up so no one could get in, no one could get out, no one could see what's going on. You're stuck. They said he's trying to cut off alliances with other people so that they can become one strict whole country. Trump is not trying to just put the border up to put out the Mexicans and stuff like that. He's trying to really build a different structure, different base, trying to change certain things. And they also said that the impeachment probably won't happen because no matter how Congress feels, they don't want the society thinking that, you know, they made a bad decision on picking him as president. They would have everything structured. So I don't think that impeachment's going to go through. He might even become president for another 4 years after his term.
This whole thing is an act to cover up what is happening, that you feel happening with you right now.
I said, and Trump, when he's speaking to us...
Wait a second, yeah. While they're paying attention to Trump, people are waking up with third eyes in the middle of their forehead, okay? You have that disease here with the flesh-eating disease, right? And you have a lot of drones and sightings, UFO sightings, okay, and
yeah,
stuff
there's
like
a song
that.
called UFO that came out too.
You have the new technology that's lighting them forests on fire and stuff, like they're using the HARP technology with the weathering systems and stuff like that. And they have the 5D online, so your body is being hit with radio waves a lot more. None of that stuff is being addressed while everybody's paying attention to the stories about Trump. None of that. And that situation that you're going through, should be a priority with telling Americans that, oh, if you happen to wake up and there's a third eye in the middle of your forehead, it might be time to let you know it's one of the signs of the end of times, and you really need to get your stuff together. That you have to clean yourself out and purge of the things that we've been holding on to that have been holding us back spiritually. It's not a joke, and people who travel into that space and they're not ready can be consumed by dark spirits, because that's what they're inclined to. It's like a fine tuner, a shifter. So that's why you had that feeling where you already know, wait a minute, I think maybe I should, do some spiritual work before I go up in there. You can tell, you can feel it from this eye, from the space. That it's kind of, the only way I have to describe of it is dark or heavy, penetrating. Do you have any words for it?
Well, it's some powerful stuff.
It is. It's scary, it's uncomfortable, it's strange, and it's a new place, but it's real. Don't you think that should be a priority?
Yeah.
And so the kind of things that I've been doing to help fine-tune myself and get rid of that negative spiritual energy should be being taught to people. Because that's very dangerous, that people don't even know how to begin to cleanse themselves from this up-and-coming new thing that's happening. You call it a dis-ease. Because it's making people at dis-ease, giving people dis-ease feelings, a feeling of dis-ease. And I'm worried, I'm concerned about people, and I know how it feels in myself and what I've been dealing with all these years, So, trying to figure out, we really need to start figuring out, on a broad scale, what is this all about with everybody? You know what I'm saying? Mass people waking up and this thing happening, And then some of those people, like you said, your friends your associates don't even have a clue on what to do or what it is. And they're acting like they woke and they're not woke. And so they're jumping into these spaces.
Huh?
What's happening? Are they jumping into the spaces?
I don't know what they're doing. I'm not getting there with that. They get cut off. When I feel like someone's negative or somebody's trying to emotionally attack me, I cut them off immediately. There's no, like I said, the friend I had, they got cut off. And today we were laughing about something. He kind of, from far away, tried to put the energy over here to our bubble. And, we were just like, nah, we're not messing with it. We're just like, can't happen.
Mm-mm.
I just feel that person's very negative, and I don't want them near me at all.
So that's how people are safeguarding themselves by grouping together positive and negative people.
Yeah, they're all sad and they're angry when I'm not near them. It's just like, oh well.
Your friends are sad when you're not around?
Yeah, because I cut them off because they do stuff for me to do them. I'm not being taken advantage of. And I feel like anybody who does that, they get cut off because why?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you made some major changes recently with your friends to change your energy. And so you could feel a big difference? Since you did that, you feel a major difference?
Yeah. I feel great. I don't care. Like, if you want to be selfish and betray my trust and stuff like that and whatnot, why should I care about your feelings anymore after you did that to me? You didn't care about me when you decided to do it, so I just give you the same energy you gave me back. Like, it is what it is. Now we're negative. Now you can't come near me. Because after you do that, my personality changes towards you. And that is a part of my personality. That is just me. You know, I personally will make you feel uncomfortable because of what you did. And that's just my natural, that's just how I am. Like, it'll probably take a long time for me to work through it and figure it out and try to, you know, by like getting trust and whatnot. But at the headspace I am right now, it's like, you know, just get cut off. If I feel like you're not about your word or whatnot, just whatever.
Right.
Go through too much to deal with anybody else's, you know, drama. That's the main reason why too. I go through like a lot of stuff here, so it's just like, you know, I'm not doing nobody else's BS out there because they gonna stop me from getting where I gotta go. So,
Indeed.
I'm not gonna feel bad. Because if you decide to ruin a friendship with me and then cry about it, get upset about it because you realize I'm just a really super cool friend to have around. Every person I become friends with never wants to stop being my friend. That's why they come back and they start crying for me, literally. I've had people cry to me to want to be my friend again. I won't let it budge. Like, I might seem cold-hearted about it or stuff like that, but, you know, that's just a barrier. Can't let it happen. I'll go through my emotions by myself and deal with it and sort it out. But when I come to you, you gonna get the same reaction everybody else will get who crossed me. As I warn people, like, you do me dirt, you're done. Like, if people want to be like, you know, people say like, oh, we're grown, da-da-da-da. I said, when you're grown, you know the boundaries. And if you cross them, you gotta go.
And that's the way to do it. You know, if you can. The thing is that we're running into situations where you need allegiances now, you know, when you need food and water and shelter, and you're dealing with somebody that's on the other team where they enjoy being a part of that negative energy, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes.
And I guess it's a part of my pride, just like myself, how I feel about myself, because I'm learning to embrace my natural hair, just be myself, be natural. I didn't even do my eyebrows, nothing. It's like just me, like, you know, I get a lot of compliments. People say I look pretty, stuff like that. I don't need makeup, so I'm just like, hey.
I always told you you were very beautiful and natural, honey.
I know, but I have to feel that within myself, and I'm starting to feel that. I'm starting to know what I deserve, what I should be, what I shouldn't be doing. So it's kind of just like, you know, I'm kind of just like, you do me dirt just because of who I am, my pride, stuff like that. It's just like, you gotta go. Like, you do that to me, who are you? Like, because I know, like, I feel like I could be a caring person, stuff like that. I am a good friend. I've always got told that, stuff like that. You know, if someone calls me up and they're crying or upset, you know, I'm there to hold them and you know, be there for them, comfort them, take, you know, I don't really like doing stuff like that, but I do it because that's, you know, like, my character. So it's just like, you know, if I go out my way to do that for you, you do like that, you gotta go.
That's a very good way to be, honey.
And I'm the person who gives you 3 strikes, you're out, because I get attached, but ain't no more, this 2019, ain't no more 3 strikes, you're out. There's too many 3 strikes out here, and people getting taken advantage of.
Yeah.
That's probably why society's not so nice anymore.
I don't mind being forgiving. It's just that you're forgiving, and then it seems like that makes space for people to continue to abuse you. Or they think that because you forgave them, they don't have to apologize or make any changes in their behavior, so they're not continuing to do that to you anymore, you know. But
really
you're not
depends.
supposed to feel no kind of way about it, what they did, because you still have to coexist with them, you know, and you do it you're not walking around all negative, and you choose to be positive because you have to coexist with them. That makes what they did okay. And so they'll keep piling it on. Repeated offenders, when you go to forgive, those who, you know, repeatedly hurt you, like they haven't changed their behavior at all, that's like an open wound. You keep stabbing, you know.
There's nothing to forgive after that happens, because that's how I feel right now. Because the person I had cut off, they have gotten into fights that I've jumped in, people I beef with because I've jumped in, people who don't like me because I was a loyal friend to you, because I felt we're friends, we're ride or die, you're like a bro to me. Alright, boom. I don't care who doesn't like me, I'm there for you. And you sit there, you do me dirt. That's why I look and I see that's why nobody likes you, must be around you. Something about you's not good. For people not to like you like that, and for me to stick by your side, and they tell me I'm stupid for hanging out with you and forgive you, and constantly becoming your friend, getting in fights, people I don't get along with, stuff like that for you, and then you sit there, you know, audacity to do that to me, and because of the self-worth that I've, you know, stuff that I've got done so much dirt by people, and it hasn't even just started, it's been outside, because, you know, I felt like, alright, I'm not getting it here, I'm gonna try to get it from other people. And I just constantly got bashed. I'm just like, I'm at the age where I'm not gonna be no damaged emotional person. I'm gonna cut it off right now. It's done. Like, it's over with. And high school is pretty hard, and I feel like, you know, adults, I hear a lot of adults say, oh, we had rock stuff like that, stuff thrown at us in our schools, da-da-da-da, when we were younger. You know, people shooting up schools, stabbing people in classrooms, beating people up, people leaving in handcuffs, people leaving out of emergency rooms for fighting, stuff like that. Nowadays in our schools, now we got social media, people's news get leaked, stuff gets outed, people's family stuff gets outed. That's a lot of stuff getting hit on social media. People call Twitter figures who sit behind a computer and try to laugh at people and really humiliate them and really stoop low, because you can't see who's behind a computer screen. People who feel they have power that type of way. You know, there's different stuff that goes on in our society, in our generation, that almost every teenager has gone through online. You know, it's not a joke. You know, it's not just regular people getting rocks and stuff thrown at them after school. I mean, it's way worse than that. So I always hear these comments like, you don't understand, you know, you don't understand what we go through and stuff like that. Emotionally, why, you know, now people are starting to become mean and just do certain stuff they're not supposed to be doing because of stuff like that.
I do understand that, honey. I was one of those children who got the rocks and sticks and chased homes. I was one of the children who saw that the adults were lying and that they were in charge of me and they were treating me badly. And I couldn't figure out why I was being mistreated, you know what I'm saying, by the system that was supposed to protect me. And so anyway, I told you some of my stuff. I'm not going to go into it now, but yeah, you know, a lot of times you'll find yourself alone, you know, and you looking around and realizing that there's a supporting cast for being an asshole, and there's nothing you could do about it but just try to stay away from them and be the best person you can be.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people who do that, like, and when you know yourself, you know that you don't gotta put up with it, you know. For me, like, I just can't. And maybe it's because I see, you know, what you go through on a daily basis and whatnot. And I learn from that. And I say, I'm not gonna be like this. I'm not gonna allow it. You know, that's you know, somebody's probably Sissy Bounce. You know, she's just like, listen, it's whatever. You know, she'll grow out her own way. That's where I'm trying to grow up right now, figure it out. You know, I got a lot growing up to do, but I do realize you know, certain stuff I realize is really good. You know, now I know no one's gonna try to push me over, nothing.
It was just finances and stuff, you know. You know, having the support, you know, family and housing, you know, community, You know, those kind of things mean a lot. So it's the balance between keeping the people away from you that are hurting you and sucking you dry, and still getting the resources that you need to, and you do the best you can with the environment that you have, you know, under the circumstances. And I know that it will get better, you know. I'll figure it out. But times are definitely changing. Yeah, and people are just, it got worse from when I was, you know, your age. Definitely got worse. And it's scary to watch
And
what's
now
happening.
predators are bold now. Like, you'll walk across the street or you'll walk by somewhere, and listen, the other day I was getting chased and I realized I was being chased. This person, I got a very bad off vibe. I said, yo, I hate taking this way home, because I couldn't figure out which way was the state way to walk where the cops drove by. Because the neighborhood that's up by that mall where those bad houses are over there, they don't got no cops going up through there. And it's dark out there. Those streets are busy, so no one's gonna stop and stare and figure what the heck's going on outside. They're gonna keep driving, because that street's always busy. No cars ever stop there. It might take like 5 minutes for me to cross the street, or for a car to stop and see that I'm trying to walk. So as I'm walking, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to cross the street, but the cars wouldn't stop. So I had to walk by this guy. So my hand was in my purse. I said, okay. I said, listen. I was like, listen, I ain't no bitch. You know, if someone come up to me, I'll kill somebody out here. If I go to jail, I go to jail. Like, it is what it is. You know, because I was like, someone roll up on me, at this point, they're getting sliced. So this guy was running. And there's no way, you know, you can't be chasing after me when you was from one house, you went from the back of one house to the other house to the other house. That's when I knew something was off. He saw me. He was far away. And I was looking at him run around like he was crazy. You know? I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? So I was like, yo, what the heck is going on out here?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't cross the street. So I'm like, all right, remain calm. You know, I made sure, because it gets dark, and I'm just like, listen, you know, no matter if I'm 20-something years old or I'm 17, somebody's gonna stop their car to pull over and try to talk to me. So I gotta learn to eat an hour later. So I had the knife in my hand, and he was running and staring at me. So I was just looking. Like, I looked the first time he ran behind the house. I said, maybe he's running behind his house because it's cold outside. It was freezing. Mm-hmm. So he runs. He looks at, I turn around to see, something was like, look back, make sure you're looking back, because I'm about to get snatched up on the side of his house and no one sees me out here. Mm. So the guy's running, and I'm just looking back, and I'm just like, yo, like, what's going on? So he runs again. So that's when I pull out the knife, and I have it on my hand, so that he knows that I have the knife in my hand if he tries something. Because something told me this guy's not even armed, he's just going to try to wing it. I don't know what the heck that guy was doing, if he was chasing after me, or if he was just running around, but he was staring right at me, and I got predator vibes. So I made sure he seen me with the knife in my hand, like, you know, if he had a gun and I got shot, I got shot. But I let him know I have a knife in my hand.
It's,
So I had to keep watching my back as I was walking home. I kept looking back.
I'm concerned because it's gotten really weird, and I just wanted to make sure that you and your sisters were okay, because I know a lot more about what's going on than you do, because you're my daughters. And as you see me struggling, you know, with who I am against the situation, like you said, that's why, you know, I know it's hard to encourage you guys to be positive, yet you see what I'm going through, you know.
And just how people are in general.
And right, and so I'm looking at the same time. I'm searching for community and, you know, those things that I know that we need. And it just seems like time is just, that space just slipped away from me. You guys.